We're back on the sports page, and with us is Eric Etchison, Assistant Athletic Director at Maryville College, along with head softball coach Leah Hampton and assistant softball coach Lacey Williams, and players Taylor Dockery and Lexi Randolph. Before we get to the softball end of it, let's talk a little bit about the event I was at there on Wednesday, and Maryville College was well represented, and that was the Special Olympics that was held at Heritage High School. For you listeners out there, that's a great event. If you've never attended, I would urge you to do so. Eric, I noticed there was a large contingent from Maryville College volunteering. Yourself, Randy Lambert, I saw Coach Rader, and a lot of the players. How did Maryville College get involved with this event?
That's one of the events annually that I look forward to every single year. When I was a student back in 1983, we started with Dr. John Perry in the physical education department, and then when Coach Randy Lambert was the athletic director, we've sort of taken over as a staff and just gone out there every year and had a blast. I know we had 23 coaches and over 50 student athletes, and it's just a fulfilling afternoon to just watch the young Special Olympians just excel on the field.
Well, they work hard at it, don't they? It's a big event for them. They look forward to it. I teach a special ed class up at Williams High School, and you know they start talking about it weeks before, and then they get their medals and come to school the next day, and they wear those around their neck, and it's just a heartwarming experience for everybody, the Special Olympics, isn't it?
I teach an athletic administration class, and when we go back and we evaluate after the event, the way the event shaped on their lives as well. The participants and the volunteers is just amazing, and 360 something days to go, and I can't wait to do it again.
And they start planning. It's like the Rose Bowl parade and the floats. You know, as soon as it's over, they get going on it again.
I would tell you, Cookie Croson does a fantastic job, and just being around her. We did a powerlifting with the Special Olympians and also the basketball this year at the college, and every time they have an event, it's just a special event.
Leah Hampton.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys, gals, went down to Emory University there about a week ago.
They came to us.
They came to you.
us,
okay.
yes, sir.
And they were ranked 15th in the country, and you had a great win right there at the end of the year, didn't you?
We did.
Shut them out.
Yes, sir, we did. You know, we played a doubleheader, and they took game one. And it would have been real easy for our girls to go out there, and last game of the year, they are ranked number 15th, and just kind of let it go. But they fought. You know, we were tied till the fifth inning, and we found a way to score 3 runs in the fifth, and then we tacked on another one in the sixth, and our junior pitcher Lexi Randolph was solid for us on the mound, and she kept a team that hadn't been shut out in 2 years shut out, which was fantastic.
You know, when you win a game like that, you don't want the year to end, do you?
No, I sure didn't. I would have loved to keep on playing.
Well, what does a win like that do for you in the future, say, going into next year? Is it a building block for you?
Absolutely. It absolutely is. And, you know, we took over the program this year, coming off of a pretty rough year last year, and we've been consistently working to kind of get them in the mindset of dominate the process, be process oriented, don't be result oriented. And a game like that, to end on that, is absolutely, it's going to roll, it's going to snowball, it's going to build, and we've got a bunch of recruits coming in, and it's going to be great to say, look what these girls have done before you, and let's keep rolling, let's keep dominating the process.
Your thoughts on the year? You know, I know it was a rebuilding year, it had to be a rebuilding year, and a lot of bumps in there. What did you take away from it?
Well, you have to take away the positives from a year like that. I mean, it's not a great season. It's by far the worst season I've ever coached as far as numbers of wins versus losses. But to be able to say that the team became a true team, the chemistry was fantastic, that's what I take away. I take away the fact that they did what I asked them to do. They bought into a new way of thinking, to a new program, to a new process, to a new workout routine, and that's what I'm going to focus on. The negative's easy to focus on. When you focus on the negative, you get caught up in it. So we're only taking the positive away, and we're going to move forward with just that.
Lacey Williams, assistant coach there. Talk about the recruiting. What do you got coming in?
Well, we've got 2 pitchers. One from Florida, one local kid. You know, I think we basically got every position filled coming in next year. we were really excited about the recruiting class. Just trying to rebuild the program, change the culture.
How important is the pitching on the college level? I know in high school it's pretty much everything. I think in high school softball, how is it in college level?
I mean, it's extremely important, but I think the game of softball has changed over the last few years. Hitters have gotten better. Pitching's kind of, I don't know if I want to say remained the same, but hitters have just gotten better. So it's for us. I think we're looking at more finesse pitchers, that can move the ball rather than just straight speed. So,
Lexi Randolph.
Hi.
You were the pitcher of record, so to speak, against Emory. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What was working for you?
My off speed was working really well, and they never really got the hang of it throughout the innings that I pitched that day. It seemed pretty effective against them the whole time, so we kept doing that.
Great challenge to play somebody in the top 20. I mean, regardless of where it is in the season and with the reputation that they've had, I mean, you come away with a shutout. Did you expect a shutout going in as you were warming up for that game?
No, sir, I did not expect a shutout.
Now you're a junior. You're going into your senior year. You're heading into the off season. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing from an individual standpoint.
Well, Coach gives us workouts in the summer, so I'll be doing all of that, and just trying to keep my speed up and keep my movement as far as my pitches go, and then working on my hitting so I can come back as an all-around athlete when I come back in the fall.
Taylor,
Yep.
You're a senior. It's all over.
It is.
This was your last year at Maryville College. You played 4 years?
3. I didn't come in as an athlete.
You played 3 years. What did you take away from your experience there at Maryville?
Don't take it for granted. It goes by so fast. It hit me quicker than what I thought it was going to. That my last game was actually just a couple of days ago or weeks ago.
And your most memorable experience, most memorable game, or as you look back, is there something that stands out?
Well, obviously the Emory game, but it would have to be when we were down in the losers bracket my sophomore year, and we beat Piedmont to go to the championship for conference tournament.
If you could turn the clock back, what would you do different?
I would focus more on being a better athlete, eating healthier, working out more, and get my hitting better.
And what do you plan to do?
I'm taking a year off,
That sounds good. I like that.
and then I plan on going to UT for recreational therapy.
Great. So a master's.
Yes.
There
Yep.
at UT. Lexi, that last game, I've already put this to your coach, but from a player standpoint, your standpoint, another player standpoint, what does a win like that mean going into the offseason?
I think it was really big for the team this year. We had a rough season. We had a lot going on, and I feel like we really needed that confidence boost at the end. I think it's going to carry us into the next, and I think it really is going to help us teach the recruits the new atmosphere that we're in and have a more positive way about going about that with the recruits.
Leah, talk a little bit about next year. This was a rebuilding season. What expectations do you have for next year's squad, taking into consideration your recruits and everybody that's coming in?
Right. We're probably going to have about half and half returners, half incoming freshmen or transfers. And my expectation is that the returners kind of let those incoming newbies know that we're serious, we work hard, and you've got to step into a role right now. We are going to be young. I anticipate a lot of those new kids stepping on the field for us pretty early, and I think with that comes the expectation that there are going to be those freshman moments, there are going to be those learning moments, which we'll use as teachable moments. And I expect them to win every single ball game. That's always my expectation, and they know that. And I think to relay that to the incoming freshmen is most important for me.
Lacey, how tough is this league?
Oh, it's tough. I mean, we started our season, you know, Emory's not in our conference, but we started our season at Emory, and we played Averett, and Averett's in our conference. It's tough, you know, but I'm excited about what's to come. I really am. I think that, you know, we're going to give them a run for the money, definitely.
Hey, we want to wish all of you best of luck, you know, in the off season going into next year, and thanks for coming in this morning and talking to us about your program and the win against Emory.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll look at the